get a live to start over here on YouTube. I never have problems with this. I don't know what is going on. This is crazy. And it's nuts. It's seriously nuts. So 19 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm going to see over here, check my app, see what's happening over here. Let's go to lives. Nothing. Why? Why? Okay. Crazy. And I have my amazing people here on TikTok. Hello, hello. Oh, our people, are you seeing me? Can you see me? And hear you? You guys, okay, everybody over here on YouTube is like, can you actually, do I got you? That is madness. All right, we are fixed. Oh, my goodness. Okay, guys, that was crazy. That was so crazy. Thank you so much for not disappearing and just being like, what? Thank you so much. I was like doing my thing, went through a whole session 1. We are now in session 2. So if you're just getting in here, guys, go ahead and jump right in. We just started session 2, got 18, just shy of 18 minutes. I was literally like doing my thing, talking. I don't only have you guys here on YouTube. I've got people over here on TikTok as well. I decided to do multiple platforms, which is why those of you trying to get in touch with me on my phone, I didn't see it because my phone is being preoccupied right now. But I decided to broaden my horizon, and I have been doing Wednesday WIP Knockouts here on YouTube for, I want to say 6 months. I gotta say, like at least 6 months consecutively every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I was like, I think it'd be really cool to try to reach even more people. So I decided to bring in my TikTok people as well. And we're doing the same thing. It's the same Wednesday WIP Knockout, 3 20-minute sessions. Unfortunately, while I was literally rambling and talking away, going through our whole first session, nobody was seeing me on YouTube. And I am so sorry. I showed live, had everything going. I saw the comments and I was like, what's happening? So it's just the other thing. Those of you who have been a part of my Wednesday WIP Knockouts for a while know that I swear every single week there is something. Well, that's our something for this week. Like, I mean, it's so bizarre. I saw live, I saw comments, I saw everything like normal. And then all of a sudden I'm like reading in the comments, looking for questions and stuff. I'm like, why are people saying that they don't see me? I'm so sorry. So crazy. Okay. So we are at 15 minutes and 55 seconds left of session number 2. Again, those of you who I'm just seeing now on YouTube, please, just dive right in and hyper focus on your project. Oh, hello, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here, Wakandan. A songbird. Oh, love that. I have a shop open, but there's nothing in it yet. Because right now I don't have anything to sell. I'm trying to focus right now on, if I were to sell anything in my TikTok shop, it would be anything that was authentic to me, not just random, like, I'm just going to talk about this today. I think I'm going to do some more yarn reviews. I'm going to talk about crochet hooks. I'm going to talk about tools. I'm going to talk about anything that might help crocheters. And it's going to really be niche related because I'm here really to provide value. I'm here to just kind of give you, I'm here to give to you. I'm not asking for anything back. So, but I really appreciate that so much. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Gabby, or thank you, Mary. Yeah. Everything was right. I don't know. I see the hats behind you. I was interested in purchasing one. Oh, you're so sweet. I don't sell them at the moment. Those hats were all demos and tutorials that I made. So if you're at all interested in making the hat that's behind me and not actually buying it, but making it yourself, I have a whole video that you can watch. Very, very cool. Awesome. Okay, so again, deep apologies. Let's dive right into this. So those of you, oh, well, that's not going to work. So I had everything all set up on my last live. And so now none of that is set up because I had to quickly create something. But I was going to be... Today's live was supposed to be connected to a charity. With the original live that I had created on YouTube in particular, because my YouTube lives, I can change out my super chats and super stickers for charities. And I love to do at least one a month because I love supporting charities. Again, if you are new to me, if you're just meeting me for the first time, my whole goal is to lift people up and try to make the world a better place in any way that I can through crochet, through yarn, so many positive things. I just want to bring positivity to the world. And today's live was supposed to be featuring Feeding America, helping homeless adults and homeless children get food, shelter, clothes, all those things. But since I had to scrap that live and quickly start something new, obviously I didn't get everything connected. So next week I will bring that charity in and I'll have that incorporated. So something to look forward to next week in session 3. So if you can stick around for session 3, I will be announcing a giveaway. Now, for those of you over on TikTok, if you would like to participate in the giveaway, I would need you to come to YouTube to make a comment in the video on YouTube. So that way I can use the random comment picker and like bunch you all together. I don't have a way of like separating the two, if that makes sense. So I will give more information on that when we get into session 3. Right now we're in session 2. We have 11 minutes and 30 seconds left. If you do have a question, please ask me in the comments. I am here and I would love to help. Start your question with a couple question marks. It helps me with my ADHD brain to quickly like scan through and find your questions. Oh, you guys, I'm so excited that you made it today. Thank you for being here. It's a big deal. It is a big deal because it's Wednesday, the middle of the day, the middle of the week. And I'm just so grateful that you're here with me. Thank you so much. Hopefully you can utilize this time and it helps you. I've had people that have chosen not to crochet during these lives. They use these 20-minute sessions for other things. Like I've had some people color. I've had some people do chores around their home. I've had some people at work and they're working on different tasks over these structured 20-minute sections. So please, by all means, use these 20 minutes, however it's going to benefit you. And I'm just bringing up, working on individual WIPs projects because I know that is an issue that most of us have. But if you have another use for this time, by all means, please go for it. Oh, Doxy Diane says, we love you, Tiffany. We will wait for you anytime. The thing that's getting me is that I didn't know you were waiting. I was here and I was talking and I was doing all the things. And I was like, like in my groove. And it was literally not until I was like reaching in the comments for questions that I was like, wait, I'm missing something. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. All right. Wanda says every Wednesday at what time Eastern? So if it's 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, I believe that would be 3 p.m. Eastern. Because I think those of you that are over in the East are 1 hour. 1 hour apart. Yes, 3 p.m. Oh, thank you, Fran. So yeah, that's the other thing. And that's why I make a point of saying my time zone. I learned this when I started doing when I started doing lives in general. People would be like, I keep missing you. And I was like, time zones. Because I have people here from all over the world. I have some people from Australia. I have some people from Canada, some people from the UK. I have people like all over the world, and it's different time zones wherever you are. So I just mentioned Central Standard Time so that people can adjust accordingly. And yes, every Wednesday I try to be here consistently, so that way you kind of get in a rhythm. I have like just kind of like you don't even have to wait and look for Tiffany just went live. It's like I know she's going live this time, this day. Just makes it easy. It makes it easy. All right. 8 minutes. 8 minutes of session number 2. Hopefully you are not looking at the screen. Hopefully you are hyper-focused. You're looking down and you're working away. I brought something just in case. I don't know, like, I think the first few Wednesday WIP knockouts that I hosted, it was still new. And I actually had opportunity to crochet during that time because I had my talking points, announcements, things coming up, things I wanted to talk about. And I'd go through them. I'd look in the chat, like anything anybody has questions about. And I'd go through all that. And I'd end up having some extra time. And back then I could then start like working on something. But I didn't want to work on anything that like required a lot of my attention, counting or hyper focusing on the project and not you guys, because this is about you. This isn't about me. And this is your time. I am talking to give you something to listen to. I am here to answer questions to give you something to listen to. I really want you to just be looking down and focusing. And then I will take my own 20 minutes afterwards. Oh, Stacy, thank you so much for breaking down all those time zones. So 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Pacific. So helpful. TikTok did not notify me of your live, or I would have been able to let you know over there. No worries. So TikTok is still fairly new to me. In fact, I started trying to dabble with TikTok, like learning, like how can I utilize this platform? Because what I was seeing a lot of was really, really short clips. And I'm used to long form. I'm used to instructing and helping and like teaching. That's what I'm used to. So TikTok is still something I'm trying to figure out, like how I can best use the platform. And when there was that big TikTok scare of like it was being deleted, like might as well jump ship because TikTok is going bye-bye. I was like, okay, well, I will stop trying so hard to create content over there. I'll just keep focusing on YouTube where I am most known. My presence is dominantly over here on YouTube. Constantly growing. You guys are absolutely incredible. But then when I noticed TikTok wasn't going anywhere, I was like, okay, I want to try to figure this app out. How can I use it? How can I create content that makes sense to me, And still figuring it out, but you probably didn't get notified because I may have not pushed a button. There may have been something, right? I'm actually going to angle this because it looks like my computer has me today. 5 minutes left of session number 2. Please stick around because after session 2, after this 5 minutes is over, we're going to do a crochet or stretch. I try to do a crochet. I don't try. I do a crochet or stretch every Wednesday between session 2 and session 3. It's a way to just get our body. It's health. It's health. It's what we should be doing. It's any experienced seasoned crocheter knows that you really should pause every so many minutes and you should stand up or you should stretch. It's kind of foundational. Do we do it? No, we don't, because we get into our project. We want to hyper focus. We want to relax. We just want to sit and we just want to crochet. Like, just let me sit and just let me crochet for hours and hours on end. But that's not good for our bodies. And I've heard way too many stories of people that have done some serious damage to their body by sitting in uncomfortable positions, fighting through the pain because they want to keep crocheting, and inadvertently it took them out of commission and they can't do the thing they love to do anymore. And it breaks my heart. And so because of that, I talk about certain products and I do crochet or stretches with you. And it's just a small thing, not a big deal. But 3 minutes, 30 seconds left, and then we're going to do our crochet or stretch. And then in session number 3, I will announce a giveaway. Yay! I love to give back to you guys. I love it. It's hard thinking of what to give you guys because, like, I'm like, what do you guys want? Like, do you want yarn? Like, let me know. Actually, I'm asking. I'm like, you on TikTok, like those of you on TikTok, comment. Like, I see a lot of people that join, and I think that's amazing. But I want to engage with you. I want to talk to you. What, and you two guys here on YouTube in the chat, what kind of prizes do you want? Do you want yarn? Do you want tools? Do you want books? Do you want like notebooks like that you can write into? Merch. I'm still working on merch. Of all the things that I have on my plate, merch is one of those things that it's there, but it's like the last thing that I get to. Yarn is always great. I love that. Very cool. I love new needles. Okay. And then also, do you guys care what needles? Ergonomic, regular plain, not necessarily these, but like these. Like, I could do something fancy, like Likey versions. This is not Likey, this is Boy. But I'm talking about like the sleek, non-ergonomic. I could give away some Likey hooks. I could give away ergonomic hooks like Furls, Susan Bates, other things. Let me know. Clover. There, yeah. Ergonomic ones are new to me. Cool. So what I have learned, 1 minute and 20 seconds left of session number 1. So those of you who are fairly new to crochet, there are 2 holds. There's a pencil hold and there is a knife hold. What I have learned is if you have a lot of wrist problems, maybe carpal tunnel, or maybe you had wrist surgery or had like an injury in this area, a lot of people will like to crochet with the knife hold, holding something big in their palm and then crocheting like that. But they hold something in their palm and that helps their wrist. And ergonomic just feels a lot better with people that crochet with the knife hold. Now, I crochet with a pencil hold. So I crochet like that. So for me personally, I've tried crocheting with furls. I've tried crocheting with ergonomics, but then I'm crocheting like this. And it's too much. I can't do it. So I like the thinner ones because of how I hold my crochet hook. But I guess we could do both. You could also play with it. Right. Session number 2 is over. I'm going to give us 2 minutes. 2 minutes. There we go. So you can wrap up your project number 2. Like, find a good pausing, stopping spot. Again, it's important to me that you don't stress. It's important to me that this is a very helpful, non-anxiety, like no anxiety, nothing like that. I don't want you to feel like, oh, my project time is up. Throw that one thing, grab my next one, get going. Like, don't do that. I want this to be a really good experience. So just 1 minute, 30 seconds, find a good pausing, stopping spot for project number 2, then fold it nice and neatly and put it away. Either put it in its project bag or put it away, or just kind of like have it nice and neatly folded next to you on the couch or chair or table, wherever you're sitting right now. And then stand up, please. If anything else, just stand up. That's it. Stand. And then those of you on my computer, hello. It's gonna be, I'm glad that I knew that the camera was being used on the computer this time and not my digital camera, because a couple weeks back, I thought that I was talking to my digital camera, and I went to do our stretch session, and people were just staring at my chair the whole time. I was over there showing off stretches, and everybody else was staring at my chair. Again, never fails. If anything, please come check out my Wednesday WIP knockouts just for the comedic factor. Every Wednesday, there is something that goes awry, and it's always different. It's always different. And I just got a 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Transition just ended. I just gotta laugh at it because it's crazy. I just roll with it. Just roll with it. All right. Stretches. These, I'm calling them crocheter stretches, but really they're just kind of generic stretches that really help your body get the blood circulating again. If you didn't know this, if those of you on YouTube, if you would have started at the very beginning with us, but we've just been sitting for 50 minutes. That was 5 minutes to begin with, 5 minutes, first 20-minute session, 5-minute transition, second 20-minute section. So that's 50 minutes. It is very wise for crocheters to pause, stretch, take a break every 40 to 60 minutes. And a lot of people don't. If you did not ever know that, if you did not ever hear that, feel free to go check out any crocheter stretches, the videos, the TikToks. They will tell you every 40 to 60 minutes, you should take a break and you should stretch. And it's just because your body has just stopped functioning the way it should. It's in a position that is not great to stay in long term. So the areas of the body I like to hit on are our neck, our chest, our upper back, shoulders, our forearms, our wrists, our palms, our fingers, and our lower back. I only do 5 stretches. Yes, that was more than 5. I don't hit on all of them every time. I only hit 5 stretches. If I am doing a stretch that you cannot do, I'm not a physical therapist. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a crocheter who is offering some stretching help. Please substitute out a stretch for anything that'll work for you. And again, if you don't even want to stretch, if you just stand, that's doing wonders in and of itself. Okay. So I'm going to start with our neck. And this time I'm just going to do a couple neck rolls forward and back. Usually I'll kind of go from side and then over. This time I'm just going to go forward and roll and then back and kind of roll. So start with our chin against our chest and then just kind of roll. Feel it. I want you to really kind of feel it in the back of your neck. Like move your neck in a way that you'll feel a stretch. So chin to your chest. Just kind of roll. Feel it here. roll, feel it here. Do that about 5 times. And if you want to stay at one side, like it feels real good, and you're like, oh yeah, go for it. Now we're gonna go back. So head back, and now you're gonna feel a different stretch. Head back, and we're just gonna roll. Now roll. 2 and 3 and 4. Don't look up my nose. And 5. Now you're looking at my nose. All right. Okay, next stretch we're going to do is just opening up our chest. Again, when we're working, when we're crocheting, we take on this C curve thing. Example. When we are crocheting, we do this. So we take on like the C curve shape. I want to do the opposite. I want to open our chest. Instead of having it closed, I want to open and get like help this out, okay? Now the stretch that I'm choosing to do today, and again, if you cannot do this, it's okay. Substitute something else in, okay? I'm going to take my hands behind my back. I'm going to interlace my fingers. And then I'm going to start with my elbows bent. And then I'm going to straighten out my elbows. By straightening out my elbows, I open my chest, and it just kind of expands this, and it feels so good. So start with your elbows bent as you interlace your fingers, and then just straighten your arms, and it just opens your chest. You can hold for 5 to 10 seconds, and it just feels oh so good. Whew. Amazing what these little things can do. All right, and then release. We'll shake that out a little bit. Okay, next I'm going to focus on the forearms. I don't do this one too often. Oh, puzzle piece, I'm still here. There we go. Keep going live. Don't turn off. Okay, I don't do this one very often, but I figured I haven't done it in a while. So I'm going to start with our palm, whatever hand. I don't care. Pick a hand. Have your palm facing your face. And then your other hand, I want your thumb to go behind your wrist. I want your fingers to flatten out your hand so it's a table. So thumb, fingers, elbow bent. And then straighten your elbow. Oh, you're going to feel it all right in there. Oh, yeah. And that's a good stretch for us crocheters because we're like this. We do. Well, this is knitting. Okay. This hand is our yarn tension hand. This is but again, it's like this. So we need to do the opposite. So good. And I notice, I will know if I have overdone it when I do the stretch and I hear pop, 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 pop. It's so bizarre, but it does happen and it is crazy. I'm like, ugh. All right, let's do the other hand. So again, palm, face, thumb, wrist, fingers, flat that out, elbow bent, and then just gonna, there we go. Straighten our elbow. Feel that stretch. Yes. Just 5 to 10 seconds. 4, 5. You guys are talking to me in the chat, and I can't see it. Feel the FOMO. I'm feeling the FOMO. Okay. All right. So that's 3 stretches: neck, chest, forearms, 3 down. Okay. Next, I'm going to do finger extensions. Love these. These are some of my favorite. And if you've been around a while, you know that. So starting with one hand, spread your fingers out. Okay. Then take your other hand. Sorry, I got an itch. And then just kind of put a little bit of just resistance. Our goal is not to let our finger touch our arm. Our goal is not to create pain. Our goal is just to put a little bit of resistance. And what you will feel is that tendon stretching feels so good. And sometimes it even goes down past your wrist. Then next finger. Oh, so good. And then about 5 seconds each finger. Nothing crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now when we get to the thumb, it's a little different. The thumb, we need to actually pull the thumb down a little bit more and then back. If we go if we go out and then back, we can feel it right here. Whereas if our thumb is like closer to our hand and then we go back, the elongation, I don't think that's a word. It's not as deep. So out and then back, and you'll really feel it. 5 seconds. Then do the other hand because we have to do both hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Those of you who are just joining, welcome. This is not a stretching channel. This is a crochet channel. We're doing some crochet stretches right now. You should stretch. You should pause every 40 to 60 minutes. And thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Last stretch. I always try to do the neck first every live and the back last every live because the neck and the lower back are part of that C curve that we take on, and they should both be addressed. Now, and I understand that the lower back is usually a spot on our bodies that a lot of people need to have some kind of substitution for. So do whatever you got to do, whatever you know you can do, your limitations, and just try to do something for your lower back. For me, because I'm really feeling my lower back right now, I'm just going to do a forward fold, and you don't even have to touch your toes. Just kind of like slump forward until you feel it right there. Slump forward. You want to feel it right there. Just let go. Just feel that stretch. Oh, feels so good. I don't know why. I mean, this is a C curve, so I'm in this position anyway, and I don't know why this stretch feels so good. You'd think Tiffany, you need to go the opposite direction. You need to go this way. It's like, no, that doesn't give me the relief that I want. Like this way. Feels so good. And again, 5 to 10 seconds. 4, 5. Okay. That's it. That's all we got to do for stretches. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to start the clock for session number 3 while I grab my chair and get myself resituated again. But I don't want you to wait on me. I want you to utilize this time to your best ability, to its max. So session number 3, go ahead and grab your third project or the one project you're working on for a third session and hyper focus. See how far you can get, how much you can chisel away. All right, grab my chair, bring that over here, get over here. I love that quote. I use it all the time, and I didn't even play, oh my gosh, Immortal Kombat. If I don't remember where that quote is from, I'm going to be in trouble. Like, Mortal Kombat. Okay, so, and there we go. No worries, Lana. I'm so happy you're here. And those of you who are looking for questions, remember, I love to answer your questions. So please, please, please feel free to ask in the chat. I love to engage in the chat. It's one of my favorite things, getting to know you better, helping you with questions. Start your questions with a couple question marks. It really helps me to see the question. It's like, it gives me an alert, I guess you could say. It's my trigger to be like, oh, I see question marks. Okay, cool. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna scoop. Okay. Over here on YouTube. Question mark. Okay. If I miss your question, also please, please, please re-ask it because I didn't mean to miss it. Bobby, I see you right here. Hello. Bobby is a dear friend of mine that lives close to me. Her daughter and my son are in the same grade. So they actually go to school together. It's really cool. I'm so happy that you started coming to these. All right, so looking. And then after I'm done looking through for questions, I will let you know what this giveaway is. What? A giveaway? What? Yes. All right. You Giraffe, which is so cute, asks question, for how long do you want to go on with us today after the problems with the internet? I'm just coming on because I couldn't find out if of that you were online. So I am always going to try to make these 20-minute sessions work, no matter what. I actually thought that the first one was working, which is so crazy because the live thing was on. I saw the chat. I was like, everything looks normal. It wasn't until I saw that things were wrong. And then I shut that live down. I tried another and it didn't work. And I was like, oh no. So I shut that down. This is actually my third try. And so I would keep trying until, the time or a lot of time was over. And then I also have everybody over here on TikTok. And so I was on here anyway, like hanging out with everybody here on TikTok. Hello. And so I'm like, if I'm here anyway, I'm going to try to find you guys here on YouTube, my people over here on YouTube. So. And question marks. As a new crocheter, what can I do to help with even stitches? My tension seems to vary. As a new crocheter, I'd say patience. I mean, start with simpler stitches. Try sticking with the basic stitches. Start with the basic stitches that are 1-to-1 stitch ratio. Your single crochets, half double crochets, double crochet stitches. Maybe play with a couple washcloths, a couple scarves, those small projects that are back and forth. Begin with those stitches instead of jumping right into a multiple stitch project where you're working with more than one stitch in a row. Especially if you're trying to practice your tension, if you're trying to practice keeping the sides straight, and then just keep practicing. Eventually it just kind of clicks. You need to get your muscle memory, and once your muscle memory is established, then you'll be fine. But right now you're having to create that muscle memory, and you can only create muscle memory through repetition. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. And then eventually you'll just go right to the spot every time. And so just have grace for yourself and be patient. It will come. It's just you got to keep doing it. And everybody's kind of in the same boat. So that would be my suggestion. And then if even on the sides, the reason why I said stick with basic stitches is because some stitches are not even on the side. Like the stitch that I did in January for my 2025 temperature sampler blanket crochet along project, that stitch naturally does not have straight sides, and it was driving some people crazy because they're like, it doesn't have straight sides, and I'm like, I know. They're like, but it has to have straight sides, and I'm like, but it doesn't. So yeah, try just kind of practicing with those basic stitches to get the sides straight. If usually the reason why sides aren't straight, we have 13 minutes and 30 seconds left of session 3, is a stitch count issue. If anyone ever has issues with their blanket, like caving in on one side or flaring out on one side, it's usually a stitch count issue. And so every 2-3 rows, you should be counting your stitches. I do. And I've been crocheting for 30 plus years. You can never really get around it. And I know some people hate it. It's the bane of their existence. They're like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to count my stitches. But you gotta, especially just check and make sure you're staying on track. And if counting over 100 is annoying because, you know, you lose count and you're like, crap, got to start over. Then there's a stitch marker trick where every 20 stitches, you place a stitch marker, and then every row, you just kind of move the stitch marker up. And then you can just quickly count 20, 40, 60, you know, and then some. And it's just faster. Stacy, hello, says, I'm watching you on YouTube and here. Oh, haha, your clock is backwards here. YouTube is, it is not. Oh, that is so funny. Thank you for sharing that. I might have to look on TikTok to see if there's a way that I can change my orientation. But thank you, Stacy, for the heads up on that. At least I verbally like say what time it is. We do have 11 minutes and 50 seconds left of session number 3. And thank you so much for joining me over on TikTok. I think that's so awesome. Okay, is this your first ever live on TikTok? It's not my first ever live on TikTok. I have done a couple others in the past. It is frustrating for me to do a live on TikTok and then it not save. And then I'm like, I just did that whole live and no one can go back and watch a replay. You know, so I'm still trying to figure out how to get content on TikTok, how to match content with my style. Right now I've been doing YouTube for 5 years. So to change it up to TikTok, I'm just kind of still trying to figure out how to do that. Samantha, are you on TikTok? Sort of. I'm hoping to establish an even greater platform. I'm bringing TikTok onto my WIP Wednesday knockouts. So every Wednesday, I'm going to include my TikTok people. So hopefully everybody on TikTok, please join me every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time for a Wednesday WIP knockout. It's just a way for me to try to reach more people, to help more people. And that's my goal. I'm not doing anything different for the Wednesday WIP knockouts. And yeah, I'm just trying to figure it out. Oh, wow. Wanda says, I've been crocheting for over 50 years. Girl, congratulations. I love that. Says, looks like you are sitting next to yourself. Oh, because you have TikTok and YouTube at the same time. So I'm like, well, hello. How are you? I'm well, thank you. How are you? I'm great. Full conversation. Here we go. I need to have some of those with my my Mother Nature content. 9 minutes, 40 seconds. Let's do a giveaway, guys. So I'm announcing the giveaway today, and we will enter. Like today is the announcement that the giveaway is happening, and then next Wednesday when we meet back up, I will announce the winner. Now, for everybody over on TikTok, I need you, if you want to enter into my giveaway, oh, check that out. I love it. If you want to enter into my giveaway, you'll have to come to YouTube to the February 19th Wednesday WIP Knockout live and comment in the comment section below that video. Okay. I'm going to use the random comment picker to select the winner. It's the easiest way for me to select a winner when so many people enter. And I can't grab from 2 different locations. I can only grab from 1. So those of you over on TikTok, if you'd like to enter, you absolutely can. And you don't have to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Love it if you would. Think that would be amazing. Really appreciate it. But you don't have to. You do not have to be subscribed in order to win. Because I'm going to give you a keyword. You have to use a word, that way I know that you made it this far. All right. So the word that we are going to utilize for this giveaway, and then I will show you what I'm giving away. I am going to utilize the word February, right? Because you don't just throw that word out there. You know, it's not something that comes in normal conversation like yarn, or especially with the way we talk, right? So February is going to be the word. And don't enter it in the chat because I can't grab from the chat. So you're going to have to wait till the live is over, which is going to be in 7 minutes and 40 seconds, when the live is over and the replay is ready, and you can actually comment in the comment section below the video. Comment anything positive. If it's anything negative, it's deleted. We're all about love and positivity here. But you can say anything in the chat or in the comment section below, as long as you include the word February. February is going to be your ticket to enter into the giveaway. What I'm giving away is one of my yarn, the Crochet with Tiffany bamboo Serona yarn that I used in my first top video. This is a stretchy bamboo that I had custom made from Fiber Lady, and it's like way too bright on the screen, but up there, it's my yarn line. It is a size 3 DK weight yarn, 245 yards. This is the Ivory Whisper color. And then I'm also giving away these 2 pom-poms. I made them. So I didn't buy them. I put buttons on the bottom. But I love these 2 pom-poms. So these 2 and 1 skein of my yarn. You should be able to make a beanie with 1 skein of my yarn. I do have a tutorial that I made on my YouTube channel where you can make a beanie with just 1 skein. And then these guys. So this is what I'm giving away. After, I know it's like a tease because you cannot enter in the chat. You have to wait until this is over and then comment in the comment section below the video so I can use the random comment picker to select a winner. But next week, when we meet back up, I will be picking the winner and announcing who gets this yummy little bit of fun stuff. And then I do appreciate you guys letting me know in the chat what kind of prizes that you like, because I do struggle thinking like, what would you like? It needs to be small things, because these Wednesday WIP knockouts where we're doing giveaways, it's just for fun, right? It's little tiny things here and there just for funsies. A little way of giving back. It's not like a massive giveaway like I will do when I hit 400,000 subscribers on YouTube. Guys, when I hit 400,000 subscribers on YouTube, it's going to be a pretty big party. And I am at 137 right now. Or no, not 137. I'm at 337 right now. So we'll have a little bit of time, but when we get to 400, we're going to be partying. The giveaway is going to be unhinged. It's going to be awesome. Okay. We have 4 minutes and 43 seconds left of session number 3. Hopefully you are hyper focused. Hopefully you are looking down at your project right now. You're making that dent. You are chiseling away, forward progress. Knock that thing out, guys. You've got this. La, 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 la. And I do love to go through the chat and read. Like I mentioned, I get FOMO. I'm here. I'm chatting with you. I'm looking at the comments and everything that are going on. And I'm like, what'd you guys say? What'd you say? So after the live, I love to go back and I love to see what you guys were chatting about. I will read your comments on what your recommendations would be for prizes. I do at least 1 giveaway a month here in our Wednesday WIP knockouts, and just kind of curious. I'm running out of ideas. Susan has a question for you just above. Thank you so much. The tutorial I am doing says to chain 130 stitches. Then in second stitch, single crochet the whole row, okay? It should be 39 to 40 inches long. Mine is like 44 to 46. Should I use a smaller or bigger hook? Okay, great question. So you have more stitches than they have, which means you're crocheting tighter because you're getting more stitches than they do. Wait, hold on. Your piece, okay, you're doing the same thing. Same number of stitches, but their measurement is their measurement. Their measurement is shorter. Yours is wider. So your stitches are looser. I'm trying to like piece this together in my brain. So if you're working up this project and your finished project is 4 inches wider than the pattern is stating, then I would go down a crochet hook size. Yeah. Tighten up your stitches a little bit. Your stitches are just a little loose, and give that a try. Thank you so much, Susan, for asking. If you have more questions, by all means, try that thinner crochet hook. And if it didn't work, come back and either comment on YouTube or reach out to me via my email, info@crochetwithtiffany.com, and ask your question. And I will try to come up with I'll come up with another solution that you can try to hit that dimension. Because I'm assuming, and I don't know, that sounds really close. No, I was thinking, because I just did a collaboration project with Bonnie Barker, and we made the Navigator Lapgan project, but I think that was 44 inches, and you're trying to hit 39 to 40. So you're doing something different. But yeah, I'd go smaller. And then the other thing I would talk about is multiple stitch count requirement, which I could help you with. I just need a little bit more information. A little more information. Okay, we've got 1 minute. Guys, stop looking at the screen. Look down. See how far you can get in this last minute. And thank you so much, Stacy, for the heads up on the question. I really appreciate that. And then Tony says, I started one of your bear amigurumis a few months ago and I've never finished it. Any suggestions to get interested in it again? Ooh, that's a great question. So I'm assuming, well, to get interested in the project again for an amigurumi, depending on how far you are into the project, I would almost start fresh, start over. Because if it's been a couple months and you've lost interest, well, you could either start over and just new life, kind of like, okay, let's do this again. Oh, session 3 is over. Session 3 is over. So if you're watching the replay and you're just focused on the 20-minute sessions, then that has concluded. Congratulations. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me finish up this thought, and then it's over. I mean, this time just goes so fast. Amigurumi, I'd say try to do something like, how could you do something new? The inspiration really has to be from you. So whether it's maybe decide what you're going to do with it. Like, is it a gift for somebody? Or if it's not, then make it a gift for somebody, and that'll give you a little fire to like reignite the flame, to kind of like get motivated. Use a different crochet hook, and not different crochet hook size, but maybe try like a brand new crochet hook, a different like wood or plastic or metal, or something different. See if maybe like something new will be like, oh, I get to use my new thing. That's so hard, because the inspiration it depends on you. It really does. Oh, awesome. You're working on a bag a day crochet cardigan. She has so many tutorials and so many awesome, amazing things. So Heather says, I am working on the temperature blanket and was wondering when the next stitch comes out. Saturday. In fact, I'm just wrapping up the edits to that video. It's so funny because I have the stitch card. I'm going to do this way. So like tease, but I don't want to give too much away. The calendar stitch card is already created. I'm wrapping up the edits to the video, and then I'll get the videos uploaded, ready to go. I got to create the blog post and the section on my website for March's temperature blanket edition. if you haven't checked out my website, definitely check it out. I've been tinkering and playing and trying to make it look fun and exciting. But yeah, this weekend. Yes. That means you're going to have a whole week before you actually implement the stitch too, which is awesome. So much time in advance. Wait, Mary Gabalot says, Bag a Day has a new channel, Diary of a Nerd Crocheter. Huh. Interesting. Awesome. Well, guys, I had a blast with you today. Everybody over on TikTok, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you liked it because we have a blast over here on YouTube, and I thought you guys were missing out. So I hope that you join me next week, next Wednesday, for a Wednesday WIP Knockout. And I really hope that you had fun. Those of you here on YouTube, I love you guys. You are my rock stars, my ride or dies, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. Remember, February. Comment. I'm about to end this live. Don't forget to comment. I'll see you guys next week. Take care and look out for my video that's being released on YouTube this weekend for the March stitch for the 2025 Temperature Blanket Crochet Along project. Love you guys. Mwah. Mwah. Take care. I'll see you guys soon. Bye, everybody. Ending.